Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what we're about to talk about today, and that is Sony's The Last of Us Part 1 Remake, and how it's essentially just a giant cash grab. Now, the reason that this all started was for two things. One, the developer himself came out and said, no, it's not a cash grab, we're rebuilding this from the ground up, we're not reusing anything, we're not doing anything of that sort. And then, all of a sudden, we found out that it's a $70 price tag for this remake. I don't know if I have to tell you something, but no remake is worth $70, especially this one. The game is only 10 years old, and not only is it only 10 years old, it had a remaster version on the PS4, because it was one of the last PS3 games to come out. Makes sense. Still wasn't worth $60, but I believe you could purchase an upgrade. I don't 100% know that off the top of my head, but yeah, it wasn't worth that at all. Then also, I believe you can also get it. People have been telling me you can also play this remastered on PS5 with PS Plus, so you can do that as well. So, a lot of people have been asking, what's the fucking point of this? What is the point of remaking this game?
Hello, I like money.
Is it just to increase visuals? Well, I got something to tell you. The remaster was pretty fucking good when it came to visuals. Here's a little example of it right now from PS3, PS4, and now this remake. And unfortunately, that's all we've been fucking shown, which is dumb. The game is 2 months out, and they haven't shown anything except for visual stuff. Now, when it comes to a remake, you have to change more than just updating the graphics. Yes, the updated graphics do look nice. I would say some of them do, but there are some scenes where I'm looking at the PS4 and I'm like, I prefer that over what you're trying to do. A lot of it, they just try to darken it, especially this one with the African-American dad. It's literally just darkened. Nothing else, nothing better about it. It doesn't look good. And then there's some things like Joel. If you look at the updated graphics of Joel, he looks amazing. And then Ellie in some shots looks okay. I'll try to get examples of all of those for you guys to see. It's very, like I said, the way that they're doing this is very strange, and let me show you some stuff right now. Basically right here is saying that some fans have criticized it for just being a cash grab. After all, Naughty Dog released a remastered version of the game in 2014. And they literally remastered the game a year after. And I can understand why they did that. They did that because it was the last game on PS3. The PS4 came out, I think, literally that same year. So it made sense that they wanted to bring it over. And I think this was before PlayStation Plus and all that stuff. But literally, the game is a little less than 10 years old. Why are you remaking it? Now, I can understand the idea, because Last of Us Part 2 came out. Last of Us Part 2 was on PS4. Last of Us Part 1 was originally on PS3. It still doesn't justify it. You can play this game wherever you want if you have a PlayStation. Like it says, it's just a cash grab. Here we go. This is the remake price. This is what I was talking about earlier. They haven't shown anything to justify this remake price. Many people have already spoken about the price of The Last of Us remake on social media. Some criticize because the remastered version is compatible with the PS5. Why would they fork out another high price for another game edition? The price of the game is out of my control, and worth is subjected to each individual. You can decide for yourself if you want it or not. All I'm saying is I'm in awe of the work of the amazing group and the people doing the project. A tremendous amount of effort was put into it. You can say that all you want. I really don't believe that they're not reusing assets. I really believe that they're doing this as easy as possible and trying to get the most money out of it. The reason for that is, I'm going to pause right here and I'm going to find it. So, unfortunately, I did some digging for about 20 minutes and I couldn't find it. There was an article I read and it was about the developer. Maybe someone can find it in the comments below. So, you can either believe me or not, I don't really care. There was an article that essentially came out where the director was saying that it wasn't straight up a cash grab, but Sony did come to him and ask him how long would it take to do this. I think the director, no, I'm not even going to say a name because I don't want to get it wrong. Essentially, Sony wanted this to be a cash grab. They wanted this to be remade as easily as possible, and basically the director said that he wasn't going to do it. You can come out and say that you weren't going to do it all you want. Sony is your boss. They are going to publish your game on their platform. If they want you to stay within a specific amount on the budget, they are going to make you do it, or you're not doing this project at all. Or at least you're not releasing it on PS5. Unfortunately, Naughty Dog is under contract with Sony, so it's not like they can break that contract and then suddenly put The Last of Us Part 1 on Xbox or PC. Can't do that. So you can come out and say all you want that this is not a cash grab. Sony is restricting you on how much money you're allowed to spend to make this. And unfortunately, because you've only shown us cutscenes and how these people look, this is why so many people are speculating that this is not worth $70. And I will tell you right now, it's not worth $70 regardless. Because my best friend Morgier can literally hop on his PlayStation 5 right now, go to the PlayStation Now store, and literally play The Last of Us Remastered that you made in 2014 for free. This is not a brand new game. This is not something extremely out of the ordinary. This is not anything revolutionary. Are you putting the stuff you did in The Last of Us Part 2 in it? If you are, that's good. Still not worth $70. I don't care what you think, because now you're just taking your assets and you're placing them in this game. Are you rebuilding from the ground up? I really don't believe you are. Especially from the leaked gameplay we've seen, Joel is moving exactly the same as he was in all the other two versions of this game. Now, a lot of people are like, the guy's like 50 years old. Do you expect him to move around like Ellie or whoever that other chick is from Part 2? No, but I expect some new stuff. Also, you really need to learn about some elderly people. I wouldn't even say that's elderly, that's an adult. These people can move around, especially if they're living in a post-apocalyptic world. I would like to think Joel's gonna, keep himself going. Sorry about that cut, I had to quickly handle something, so if I lost my train of thought and I start repeating myself, I apologize. But here's some stuff that that people are talking about when it comes to The Last of Us Remake. Literally, there are people who are watching these videos and we're seeing that they are the exact same... Oh, that is plain audio. Literally, we are seeing right here that these are the exact same melee animations from the original game. Now, I don't know all the melee animations by myself from heart. I did play The Last of Us 1, and I really enjoyed it. Really good game. I think everyone should play The Last of Us Part 1. I don't think anyone should be paying $70 to play a 10-year-old game, though. This is the problem. They haven't shown us anything new except for visuals. Right here, the gameplay looks great if it, released in 2013. But it's the exact same gameplay mechanics from the first game, not remade. If you're telling me you're going from the ground up to remake this game, director, then you need to show it. Say it with me, folks. Cash fucking grab. It's insane. And then there are these people right here that don't understand. We're trying to justify the spending. If you tell us why it should be worth $70, and not just tell us, sorry, hang on. You've been telling us why it should be worth $70. You're rebuilding it from the ground up. You're cleaning up the graphics. You're making more work for you. Yeah, that's great on your end, but as the consumer, I don't care what work you put into it. I care about the final product and how it's going to look in the end. And it's these people right here that irritate the shit out of me. We're not looking... Oh, I didn't want to go to Twitter. We're not looking for every single thing to be different. We understand it. We still want it to be the game we know and love. But you need to put love and care into this remake, because this is apparently going to be the definitive edition. You should never have to play the 2013 or 2014 version ever again. We should see stuff in there from The Last of Us Part 2. As much as I hate that it won awards, I agree that it should have won awards, especially when it came to the I don't know the exact wording, the handy-capable assets, there were settings in the game to help with hard of hearing, hard of seeing. All that stuff deserved the rewards. Didn't deserve any other ones. Anyway, that's another thing too. This is wasting Naughty Dog's time. Well, like we said, apparently they're building it from the ground up, so it should be wasting their time. But, I mean, they could also be focusing on making The Last of Us 3. Anything else that, they fucking do. That's another thing. I just read this tweet. That is another thing. It's missing factions. If you never played The Last of Us Part 1 multiplayer, you missed out. I only got to play a little of it because I was still as weird as it sounds, I didn't get into online gaming until about The Last of Us came out, especially on PlayStation 3. Xbox Live, I was on it because I was a 360 boy. But it's missing the multiplayer. I don't care what you put in the fucking game. You're taking out one of the most fun multiplayer modes ever that unfortunately not a lot of people played, and you're gonna charge me more for taking content out. Such bullshit. Ugh. I know I don't have to buy it. No one does. That's not what we're trying to tell you. Well, I'll tell you don't fucking buy it because it's not worth $70. I don't care. I'll gladly do that. Like I said, I love The Last of Us Part 1. The Last of Us Part 2 was garbage. I don't care what you say. And it's a shame that it's dragging The Last of Us name down. This weird thing you're doing. Even when the remaster came out in 2014, a lot of people were like, what the fuck is this? The game came out a year ago. Just port it over to the PlayStation 4. Or do what 360 and Xbox One did. I got Assassin's Creed Black Flag on 360, and it was $60 when I got it. I got it when it was brand new. They brought it over to Xbox One. All I had to do was go to GameStop back then. You could probably just do it online now. Go to GameStop, tell them I want the Xbox One version, gave them my 360 version for a $10 upgrade. A $10 fucking upgrade for, I think, a 3-year-old game at that time. It's just crazy. I like this comment right here. I'm really hoping this is just someone trolling and just showing the PS4 version. What the fuck? It's a disaster. Their marketing campaign is not handling this correctly at all. You need to show something. This is bad. You are horrible at this. There's even a From Software joke in here, which I found funny. Fanbase watching The Last of Us fanbase devour itself over recycled animations. First time? Yeah, but at least every From Software game feels different, and when they remade Demon Souls, I'm fairly certain that was very popular. But with that being said, we have another month before this comes out. Maybe they'll shock us. Maybe they'll do all this stuff that we've been begging for, and they're just hiding it, and their marketing campaign literally needs to be fucking fired. But until we see that, unfortunately, I am going to tell you this. Wait for it to come out. Let's see what they actually change. Don't pay $70 for a $10 game, no matter what. Wait for a sale. I don't even care if they made like 1,000 different changes. This game is 10 years old. We know the story. We know everything. It's missing multiplayer, which is the dumbest mistake you've ever made. But because of all that, not worth $70. I wouldn't even pay $60 for this. It should be a $50 remake, remaster, upgrade, whatever the fuck you want to call it so you can get more money. This is literally Sony trying to get more money. This is a director who is trying to make it worth his time. And honestly, it's just all very stupid. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. When this video comes out, I will be on my honeymoon enjoying myself. So I'll see you all in 2 weeks when it's back to present Juby. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you.